सान्द्रानन्दावबोधात्मकमनुपमितं कालदेशावदिभ्या निर्मुक्तं नित्यमुक्तं निगमशतसहस्रेण निर्भास्यमानम् अस्पष्टं दृष्टमात्रे पुनः उरुपुरुषार्थात्मकं ब्रह्मतत्त्वं तत्तावत् भाति साक्षात् गुरुपवनपुरे हन्त भाग्यं जनानाम् अज्ञात्वा ते महत्त्वं यदिह निगदितं विश्वनाथ क्षमेथः स्तोत्रं चैतत्सहस्रोत्तरमधिकतरं त्वत्प्रसादाय भूयात् वेधा नारायणीयं श्रुतिषु च जनुषा स्तुत्यता वर्णनेन स्फीतम् लीलावतारैरिदमिह कुरुताम् आयुरारोग्य सौख्यम् आयुरारोग्य सौख्यम्.
Gurupavanapure Hantabhagyam Jananam. Namaskaram to all the Astikas. This Dashakam is going to remain very special to the hearts of devotees of Śrīman Nārāyaṇīyam, of Bhaṭṭatiri, of Bhagavatam. Why? This Grantham called as Śrīman Nārāyaṇīyam, which is the very essence of Śrīmad Bhagavata Mahapuranam, was composed by an Astika of Kerala, the Malayalam language speaking state. This beautiful state in Dakshina Bharatam has a lot of specialities and knowledge attached to it. One such greatness attached to the state is when Bhagawan, who came as Vamana and then as Trivikrama, showcased himself again like an action replay to the yogis and the rishis who were worshipping and performing austerities to him in one place of Kerala called Trikarkara. This Trikarkara is a kshetram north of Kochi or Ernakulam, where the yogis and the rishis said, that day you came as Vamana, you grew as Trivikrama, we wish to have your darshanam. So Bhagavan reenacted that avataram for their yogic eyes in this state. So that is the place where the famous festival Onam originated. So this place of Trikarkara of Vamana Murti, the place where Onam originated, and that festival is very popular, just not in Kerala, across different parts of the country today, has its roots attached to Vamana Avataram. So when Bhaṭṭatiri writes about an avataram which has association with his state, I'm sure he's going to make it all the more beautiful. Bali was one person who was killed in the battle with Indra. I told you, mark this place. That Bali, who was a very strong asura, yet was hurt and was thought to be dead, will be revived by his guru called Shukracharya. This is where this Dashakam begins. Shakrena sanyati hatopi balir mahatma Shukrena jivita tanuhu kratu vardhitoshma Vikrantiman bhayanilina suram trilokim Chakre vashe satava chakra mukhada bhitaha Saha Mahatma Balihi. That Mahatma called Bali. Bali died or seemed as if he was dead. You can call him an asura. Why Mahatma? Why that word Mahatma? Bhaṭṭatiri uses every word carefully because this Bali Chakravarti, of the many good qualities that he possessed, one of the greatest qualities was Guru Bhakti. He was extremely attached to his Acharya Shukracharya. So this Guru Bhakti is the greatest quality in him that made him a Mahatma. Saha Mahatma Balihi Api Hataha Sanyati Shakrena. Although killed in the battle with Indra. He was killed in that battle. Jivita tanuhu shukrena. Shukra knew that there is still Atma in this body. People think he is dead. No, he is still there. I will rejuvenate him. Shukrena jivita tanuhu. He was brought back to life. He was rejuvenated by Shukra through Sanjeevani mantra. That is the mantra that Shukracharya knew. Vikrantiman kratu vadhitoshma. Vardhitoshma. Vikrantiman. Now this particular Bali Chakravarti who was rejuvenated, energized, his powers kept on increasing. Vikrantiman kratu vardhitoshma. Through what? Through performance of kratu, yagams. Through many yajnas, many yagams he performed. Kratu vardhitoshma. His energy increased. Abhitaha tava chakra mukhat. On account of being devoid of the fear of your Sudarshana Chakram, Chakre Vashe Trilokim, he brought the entire worlds under his control. So, because he was not afraid of your Chakram Bhagavan, he brought the worlds under his control. Abhitaha Tava Chakra Mukhat Chakre Vashe Trilokim Bhaya Nilina Suram. Deva started hiding out of fear because of him. So he was rejuvenated. He was not afraid of your chakram. He controlled the worlds. Naturally, devas were really perturbed, petrified of him, and they started hiding. Putrarti darshana vashat aditir vishanna tam kashyapam nijapatim sharanam prapanna tvat pujanam taduditam hi payovratakyam sadvadashaham acharat tvai bhakti purna. Aditi Vishanna. Aditi Vishanna. Aditi, the mother of the Devas, felt very sad looking at the state of her sons. Vishanna, she was full of sorrow. Putra Arti Darshana Vashat. Putra, that is Indra. Putrartha, all the other sons also, the Devas. Arti Darshana Vashat. Arti, that dukkham that they all had. Arti Darshana Vashat, because of that plight of the sons of hers, Prapanna Sharanam, she sought refuge. She did Sharanagati. Prapanna Sharanam, Nijapatim tam Kashyapam, in her husband Kashyapa. So she sought that particular Sharanagati in her very own husband, Kashyapa Prajapati, very learned person, Maharishi he was. Why? Because she wanted a solution to the problems that her children were facing. That is when Sa Acharat hi Tvat Pujanam. So that is when he advised her, Tvat Pujanam, do Aradhanam, Sadhana to Bhagavan. Sa Acharat hi Tvat Pujanam. What vratam did he advise? Was it any specific vratam? Payovratakyam taduditam. Payovratam. So this word is Payovratam. What is this Payovratam? Śrīmad Bhagavatam gives a detailed description. Sini Valyam, Udhritasi Namastubhyam. So the person who observes this Vratam has to first pray to Varahamurti who uplifted Mother Earth and brought her to safety. So they observed this Vratam thinking of Varahamurti. Now after doing that, you will have to take the earth, that part of earth, that sand, or mud, whatever, is tilled with the wild boar's horns. When we call it horns, it could be the tusks, that those two canine teeth, some people say. So whatever is tilled with that, that earth needs to be taken and applied throughout the body. Sini Valyam, Udhritasi Varahena. So you have to apply throughout your body, and for the next 12 days you have to observe that vratam with the prayer. That prayer is also mentioned in Bhagavatam. This vratam is called as Payovratam. So, Payovratakyam taduditam dvadashaham, for a period of 12 days, Bhakti Purna Tvai, with a full focus and devotion towards you that had to be observed. Next comes the Shlokam. Tasya vadhau tvai nilina matera mushyaha shyamaschatur vapuhu swayamavirasihi namram chatamiha bhavattanayo bhaveyam gopyam adikshanamiti pralapannayasihi avadhau tasya. at the conclusion of that particular vratam, tvam avirasihi swayam, you did manifest yourself. You did take that form of yourself. Chaturbhuja vapuhu, in a form that is endowed with 4 arms. So with 4 arms, Bhagavan, just not in Krishna Avataram, Tamadbhutam, Balakam, Ambujekshanam, Chaturbhujam is a shloka there. Even here, Chaturbhujam, with 4 arms he appeared. If you remember, Prishni and Sutapas were a couple who prayed to Bhagavan that you should be born to us. And when they asked this to Bhagavan, they repeated that sentence thrice. You should be born to us, you should be born to us, and you should be born to us thrice. And while mentioning the word also you, they said, we want somebody like you. So Bhagavan said, see, there is no somebody like me. If I have to be born, I will choose to be born. There is nobody like me. You cannot clone me. And second, he said, since you have repeated thrice, in 3 janmas I will be born. Prishni Sutapas, he was born as Prishni Garbha. Now when to Aditi and Kashyapa, he has to be born as Narayana. Late again, Vamana. Later when we see in Krishna Avataram, the same couple as Devaki and Vasudeva, he'll be born as Krishna. So here it is said, Chaturbhuja Vapuhu, in the form of 4 hands. Shyamaha Puraha Amushyaha. So his complexion was dark with that blue and black tinge. Nilina Matehe Tvai, that mind which was completely absorbed in you. Iha Pralapanna iti tam namram cha. So to that person who appeared, here we had Aditi Devi bow, prostrate. And to that Aditi who was prostrating in front of you, you said, Bhaveyam bhavattanayaha mata. You should not be prostrating in front of me because I will be born as your son very soon. Bhaveyam bhavattanayaha. I shall be born as your son very soon. Madikshanam gopyam. You shall be keeping this as a secret. You should not tell this to anyone. See, I'll be born as your son. You have observed that Payovrata, I'll be born to you. But you should not tell this to anyone. Tvam ayasihi. Thereby saying thus, Hey Bhagavan, to your future mother who's Aditi, you disappeared. So this particular avataram is very similar to Krishna avataram because those who were mother and father here, namely Aditi and Kashyapa, will become Devaki and Vasudeva. There Bhagavan was born with Tamadbhutam, Balakam Ambujekshanam, Chaturbhujam with 4 hands. Here too, it is clearly said Chaturbhuja Vapuhu with 4 hands. There he was dark-skinned, blue-hued Krishna. Here he is Vamana. So there is always a relationship that goes parallelly along. Here he came for the Uddharanam of Indra. In Vamana Avataram, he comes as the Uddharanam of Indra. There he comes for Indra Putra, who's Arjuna. So there is so much of similarity that we see between the two. Now this Vamana Avataram, Trivikrama Avataram is a combination. The one who came as Vamana became Trivikrama. It's a combination. And this Vamana Avataram begins with this Payovrata, telling us the importance of those vratas which are mentioned in the Vedas. And we also see a great Mahatma called Bali. This Bali Chakravarti was a Mahatma because of Guru Bhakti. But how is it possible for Bhagavan to defeat someone with Guru Bhakti? Or does he particularly choose one particular strategy? All this we will know in the next episode.
कल्याणरूपाय कलौ जनानां कल्याणदात्रे करुणासुधाब्दे कंवादिदिव्यायुधसत्कराय वातालयाधीश नमो नमस्ते। नारायण 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 नारायण